I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that. You don't
blasphemy against you? Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ, you loser?
Piers Morgan always has a lively television show, and last night he had a fascinating panel, all Democrats of various stripes and colors and positions on the left-wing spectrum. But most notably, there was a flare-up between the guys just to the side of Piers Morgan. That would be Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, particularly odious individual, and Alan Lichtman. He's an expert on politics and a pollster and a political analyst, and he assured everyone exactly how Kamala Harris was going to win the election. Well, this is hilarious when these two go at it. Take a look.
Don't blame the voters. I think, look, we could get into this discussion, but one, I think you're blaming the voters. I think that's a terrible idea. And look, I debated Professor Lichtman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right. He was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were not right, and I was not wrong. And that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be taking cheap shots at me.
Who won?
You want to make your
you
point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make
world
it
of denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me.
Yeah,
so
right.
It with your personal attacks.
Come find out again.
Make whatever point you want.
Yeah.
Don't make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again. Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for personal
brother, you got it wrong.
You
were preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
No, not if you're personally. I admitted I was wrong. I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
I'll just say it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
It's lovely to see a post-election harmony as you all come together again.
Hey, Alan, hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second and let someone who knows what they're doing.
You're so right, Piers. You're so right. We're so unified right now.
So I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that. You don't
blasphemy against you. Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ, you loser? Okay, can I just give the correct answer for once?
That's just glorious, isn't it? I mean, I hate to say it, but Cenk Uygur is right on this. He's not right about a lot, but he's right about this. Lichtman did get it wrong. And to call his methodology and arguments stupid is not calling him stupid. But what was that? Blasphemy? I will not put up with this blasphemy against him. I'm sorry, is he the Messiah? Is he the Son of God? What blasphemy? This is glorious. I mean, it really is. God, we are so winning right now. Like the wins keep coming and coming and coming. And Piers Morgan is so brilliant by inviting these four on and just letting them devour themselves. Watching them eat their own is great. And we want more. Do you want more? I want more.
Of successful prediction based upon how American presidential elections have previously worked as pragmatic decision-making on whether or not the White House party has governed well enough. And then my analysis is based upon what's changed, what's shattered the pattern of 160 years of history. So I have a base for my analysis. I'm not just doing Monday morning quarterbacking. Cenk, you need to learn some manners. Your act is getting really thin.
I mean, brother, I said what was going to go wrong. It did go wrong. I was right. You were wrong in this election spectacularly so with your so-called keys. And now you come and tell us not the Monday morning
unlike you, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong.
Are you ever going to learn the lessons?
Can I just ask, hang on. Just ask, for those who have no idea what the key thing is all about, why are you flashing keys?
Okay, because this brother said that he had these keys and they were going to determine the outcome of the election, and all the keys were rigged in favor of incumbents. And I tried to explain to him, no, there are things outside of the keys. We literally had a debate, and I asked him, what if Joe Biden, this was back when he was defending Joe Biden, which now seems unconscionable, that what if Biden came and punched the baby every single day? Would your keys still hold? And he said yes. Okay, well then you're an unreasonable person.
I was right.
But what I'm most worried about
Biden.
is not the past.
Let me
it's
explain
the future.
why. I was right.
I mean, listen to him.
about
I mean,
Biden.
you have no idea how absurd you sound. Okay, but guys, the most important thing is not between me and Professor Lichtman. God bless you, brother. I know you did a lifetime's worth of work, and I feel a little bit bad about it. The reason I'm saying it is not to rub it in now. It's because I'm worried that in the next primary, you're going to tell people to vote for the establishment Democrat. That all of you on this panel are going to go, oh, no, vote for the corporate robot. Vote for the corporate robot.
I do actually sort of love this pile on Alan Lichtman because, again, he represents the arrogant sort of credentialed class. Did you catch in the last clip the part where he says, how many books have you published? As if that means he can't be wrong. Just in case you missed the video, can I remind you of that moment? He did a live stream on election night with his son. Take a look at this as he's analyzing Pennsylvania.
Still a million votes left in Pennsylvania, close to it.
I think she lost.
Running out in Pennsylvania, yep. It's not changing.
I hate to say that because I've been hopeful all night, but I think she lost.
I do too. I think it's 90% over.
I just love the grasping of the forehead as you realize that your entire life's work is going down in a shambles. And now an obnoxious wild boar of a pig man, Cenk Uygur, gets to publicly mock you, not even on American television, but in another country, but then it'll go viral worldwide. Oh, you want more? I want more.
Secondly, why did my keys miss? Because my keys are based upon the proposition that a pragmatic, rational electorate decides whether or not the White House party is governed well enough to get 4 more years. That was exploded this time by a new wave of disinformation that we've never seen before, in addition to the usual sources of disinformation. We had a huge change this time, a 300 billionaire, a guy who's richer than most countries of the world, who controls X, spreading vast disinformation. According to reports, billions upon billions of viewers saw his disinformation. People have a completely distorted view of the economy.
What was the disinformation?
Inflation is going up.
Let me pin you down on that, though. You say Elon Musk was spreading disinformation. Like what?
Yes, he is spreading vast disinformation that's sunk in. Even people who think their own financial situation is pretty good think inflation is going up when it's been cut by 75%, that unemployment
but it's still
is
inflation.
a near high when
it's
it's
still inflation,
near
Professor.
a low.
On that point, see, that's interesting. You would say that's disinformation, but the point is that inflation is still not zero. Therefore, prices are still going.
So the one example of disinformation that he puts out there is actually not disinformation. It just doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that, except for this. It was announced yesterday by Professor Lichtman that he was deleting his account on the X platform and he will no longer be participating in any conversations. Because you see, he was right all along. What he didn't take into account was the free flow of information and an exchange of ideas on a completely free and open social media platform. See, he was expecting that his party and liberals like him entrenched in the federal government would be able to put enough pressure on social media companies to censor and silence voices like they did 4 years ago. That's what he didn't take into account. And so it's all Elon Musk's fault. It's Elon Musk's fault for letting you read things and see things and hear things and say things. We can't have that. You see, Professor Lichtman's style of political analysis only works in an authoritarian atmosphere where only one side gets to have free, unfettered speech. I mean, listen, no wonder he's an expert and a professor and a published author. I'd be a really, really good political analyst. I'd get it right most of the time if I operated in a world like that. Bye, Professor Lichtman. It's been good to know you. And Cenk Uygur, all right, you did well this one time. but don't get cocky, kid. I've been holding my breath until Election Day, right? It was a roller coaster, but we finally got that result. And now, well, we can exhale. Work can finally be done on the major issues this country is facing. One of the most significant is our national debt. The fact is, our country is broke. Our government is broke. And the debt is a house of cards, and it can't be easily dismantled. The strategy remains the same for your own personal finances. Diversify your savings. So many things are out of our control, even out of the president's control. It's important to have a safe haven for your savings. Birch Gold Group is going to help you convert an IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold. And the best news is it doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket. What you need to do is text my name, Larry, Larry, to 989898. Get a free info kit on gold. And right now, through Black Friday, you'll receive a free 1-ounce Silver Eagle for every $5,000 purchased through Birch Gold. I want you to diversify your savings with Birch Gold. Get the information from them. Text Larry to 989898 and claim your eligibility for free silver today.